Alrighty, everybody, what's going on? Nick596 here, and I'm back with another live stream. And in this live stream, we're playing some more WWE 2K25. And this one's brand new because we are doing a universe mode. And I hope you guys enjoyed, because if you do, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Show love to the channel. We're playing some universe mode. As you can tell, I'm going to walk you around if you're new. We have Monday Night Raw. I'll show you the champions we have. So we have the World Heavyweight Champion as Cody Rhodes, which we're going to fix that later on. We have Big Jimmy Uso, that's weird, as the Intercontinental Champion. And then we have the Creed Brothers as the World Tag Team Champion. And then coming up, we have Nia Jax as the Women's World Champion. Coming up, we have Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. And then we have your current WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. We have Lyra Valkyria, the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. Alright, and then we have SmackDown. We did put championships on them. We have Randy Orton as the WWE Undisputed Champion. We have Jey Uso as your United States Champion, which brothers and brothers are both champions. I love that. Then we have Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa as the World WWE Tag Team Champion. Then we have Dakota Kai. Never thought that would happen, but she is your WWE Women's Champion. And then same thing there, your Tag Team Champion, and then your first ever Women United States Champion. We have Blair Davenport. What a congratulations for her. She's your first ever Women United States Champion. So these are your champions for SmackDown. I know you guys didn't see me do it. It's been a while. And again, these are your champions. And we have NXT Mutiny, which I do have to change some of the championships up. Alright, so changing some of this up, we do have the championships. We have Trick Williams as your NXT Mutiny Champion. We have Tony D'Angelo as your NXT United States Mutiny Champion. And then we have, for your Mutiny Tag Team Champion, we have Fraxdom. And then we have, for your NXT Women's Mutiny Champion, Roxanne Perez. And then for the Tag Team Women's Champions, we have JC Jane and Fallon Henley as your NXT Mutiny Women's Champion, Tag Team Champion. And then Fallon Henley, yes, she won the NXT Women's Mutiny United States Championship. How? I don't know, but she is now a double champion. So good to her. Yes, the titles all look the same, because they are your Mutiny Tag Team Champions. Mutiny NXT is something different than regular NXT. But these are all your champions. And then we have custom shows. We have WWE Wednesday Night Glory. So that's a show for Wednesday night I'll be doing. We have WWE Revolution for Thursday nights, which that'll be tomorrow night. And then your typical Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. Alright, we're going to jump right into this episode of Glory, Wednesday Night Glory. We have a banger coming on. So there's a little surprise at the end. So we have, starting it off. So if you're new to this channel, and you're new to my Universe Mode live streams, I do not play, I do not commentate, I watch, and I give updates at the end. I don't play, I don't commentate, I give updates, I give up what's going on, and I do all that good stuff at the end. I don't, like I said, I don't play, I don't commentate. I let the game do itself and see what happens. But there is one thing I do gotta do. Hope I don't get copyright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try it. If I do get copyright. That all the way up. That all the way up. That all the way up. Alright, back to universe mode. Alright, now we can begin this episode of Glory. Alright, so now we can start this off. A lot of women's matchup tonight. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, so we'll start this off. Now we can begin in this show. And now we have Maxine Dupree versus Natalya starting it up first. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So let me know in the chat who you think will win. Will it be Natalya or will it be Maxine Dupree? You guys let me know in the chat. I will be back after this matchup starts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin, shall we?
Here comes a model superstar.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Alpha Academy from Phoenix, Arizona, Maxine Dupree.
A woman who joined WWE in search of the top modeling talent, but is now competing alongside the Alpha Academy. Well, once you find a model like Otis, you really can't get any better. I'll have to take your word for it, Saxton. Please do. You do have to appreciate that Maxine Dupree is not willing to rest on her laurels or her looks.
Byron, it's Dupree, and can really see her confidence growing in the ring with every match.
Well, it's because Maxine knows she needs to work hard to prove the doubters and the haters wrong. One of the most decorated superstars in WWE history. Here comes
And her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Well, Natalya represents a dynasty of sports entertainment.
Natalya has a great mixture of mat wrestling skill as well as pure power.
The Queen of Hearts is about to hold court.
Bell sounds and Natalya's ready for more here tonight.
When Natalya competes,
She's looking at it early. And she gets a quick kick out.
She's not wasting any time, going after an early pinfall.
and into the collar and elbow.
Losing some ground, getting their back against the ropes. Big right hand.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Being driven to the ropes here. Good display of power.
Locking up.
An effective shove there sends a message.
Bam! Ooh, well measured.
Oh, the heel hook. Stretch. Working on the leg.
Getting back to her feet, but maybe only for a moment. Gets tossed. It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement.
Oh, with authority. And Maxine has picked up the pace.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Taking on someone with the legacy and accolades of Natalya has to be a bit daunting. How do you approach that challenge, Corey?
With a moderate amount of caution. Natalya has a lot of offense in her arsenal, and it's a lot of close-range attacks. But if you can keep your distance from Natty and stay out of arm's reach, you should be able to find a moment of opportunity.
Oh, right into our announce table.
Saxton, you stay here and hold down the fort.
German suplex. She might need to regroup.
Yeah, Maxine came prepared for this matchup.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Referee's nearing the end of the count. Better get back in the ring.
Moving into the ring.
A bit of provocation from Dupree.
I don't get this. She's barely... And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner.
Oh, looks like she won't be gloating again anytime soon.
And with the ref's count, this match has ended.
I think that ref's count might have been a bit fast, but hey, it's his decision.
Battle until they went out of the ring, and then Natalya got knocked out. She couldn't get up and beat that count out, so she lost the matchup, and because of that, she lost the matchup. So what a win for Maxine Dupree on that one. So good for her. I mean, not a way to win the match, but it's something. But anyway, moving on, we have Ivy Nile versus Zelina Vega coming up next here for WWE Wednesday Night Glory. Alright, like I said, you guys let me know who is in the chat. I mean, who you think is going to win in the chat. Or will it be Vega coming up next here on Wednesday Night Glory.
The pit bull has been released.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing American-made from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
Nile's already proven to be an extremely hard worker and one of the grittiest competitors around.
Ivy Nile has been absolutely ruthless since joining American Made.
Well, now Ivy has the training and the take-no-prisoners mindset to reach the top here in WWE.
The consummate underdog of the women's division, Zelina Vega.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega.
A quick-witted dynamo, Vega is full of surprises in the ring and on the microphone.
As a 15-year veteran, this is not some underdog to overlook.
The first ever queen of the ring, as hard-nosed as they come, but always does so with poise and grace.
Carries herself with immense pride for both her culture and in-ring abilities. Ivy Nile went through so many ups and downs early in her sports entertainment career. But she's on her own path now and doing things her way, redefining what it means to be a hybrid fighter with her speed, power, and MMA expertise. And if I had to use one word to describe Ivy Nile, it would be relentless.
And then we have Zelina Vega, who's always ready to step up to the plate.
Yeah, you might count her out because of her size, but you'd be wrong to do so. Zelina's made a career out of overcoming the odds and exceeding expectations.
Utilizing the top rope to inflict more punishment. Across the top rope. Locking up with the collar and elbow. Showcasing strength in this situation, pushing the opposition to the ropes. Big right hand.
And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
So much force there.
She do it? She's able to kick out before the refs count.
She's trying to get this thing done as quickly as possible.
Big elbows right to the body.
Oh, look at this.
I love it. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
And Nile is showing off her skills.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Oh, face stomp. From the top. Oh, drop. Oh, it's a piercing elbow. Right into the pin.
2, and still hanging on.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Zelina Vega is so quick in the ring, always uses that speed to her advantage.
Yeah, which is exactly why you have to keep Zelina grounded. You don't want that Spitfire running circles around you and getting you all out of sorts. Contain Zelina any way you can.
Queen Zelina is in a distressing spot.
And this is how you keep Zelina contained. Grounding her, not letting her unleash that speed. A good amount of space between them here.
Maybe taking a minute to rethink strategy.
Kick right to the leg.
Kick.
Nasty kick. Oh, shot right to the kidney.
With a series of forearms.
She's on noodle legs, not looking good.
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
I'm surprised that more damage hasn't been done at this point.
Torture rack submission. Oh my goodness, punishing their opponent. She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
She can be setting up for a submission here.
It's in! It's in! Ivy now has the dragon sleep.
Went for the submission, but the opponent got too close to the ropes. Step up, Enziguri. Shoulders down. She might have it.
Here is your winner, Ivy Nile.
Zelina Vega defeated in this one.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
Here tonight over Zelina Vega, which was a brutal fight. I thought Zelina Vega was gonna win. Was gonna lose this with a count out, but anything could happen. So Ivy Nile picks up the win. Congratulations to you. And so now we're gonna move on. We have another matchup. We have Mission versus Valhalla, and they both have their teammates coming out to help them out. Who will get the win here? Will it be Valhalla, or Mission coming up next? Sorry about that whole name. It's hard for me to pronounce sometimes. Valhalla versus Mission, with their teammates coming out. Who will win this one? Will it be Valhalla? Will it be Mission? Coming up next here on Wednesday Night Raw.
Michin is ready for a fight.
This woman is a terror to anyone who gets in her way.
The follower is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Michin!
Michin looking to throw down like the baddie she is.
Yeah, Michin has competed all over the world. You simply cannot discount her success thus far.
Michin ready to prove she belongs at the top of this division.
She certainly knows how to get a reaction, and she'll get an even bigger one when she wins this match.
Gentlemen, it's time for war.
The War Raiders have gotten back to their roots and are more savage now than ever.
And her opponent, representing the War Raiders, Valhalla.
Wherever the Raiders go, you will see the carnage of war.
Completely focused on waging war.
The War Raiders now embracing their truest form.
Looking to dominate once again.
This match is on with the always impressive Michin. Michin is so versatile with tremendous martial arts ability, street fighting skills, and a serious power game.
Well, Michin's the one woman ill enough to be called the HBIC, and she is more than happy to knock out anyone who questions that.
Michin traveled the world and paid her dues. She's made it very clear that this is her time and no one's stopping her.
But Valhalla is straight up bloodthirsty, which is exactly what makes her so dangerous as a competitor. That Viking mentality has been made manifest, so the whole women's locker room, and maybe you, Saxton, should really keep that in mind.
I would rather keep Valhalla out of sight and out of mind. Thank you very much.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Oh, working on the arm. Valhalla taking the upper hand in a big way.
Valhalla working the...
From the top!
Body on body. Now shoulders down.
Here we go.
She was close to the end there.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it.
Corey, how do you take on someone like Valhalla? A competitor where you're never quite sure what's going on in their mind, if anything, rational at all.
Well, when you're in the ring with Valhalla, you can't let her feral nature fool you, Cole, and you certainly can't underestimate her. Valhalla has plenty of in-ring savvy, so you have to be even savvier. Blatant disrespect.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Locks in the gut wrench. All the way up and
Gut buster.
she's fighting to get back up, but I don't think that fight's about to matter. Knees meet face.
Elbow drop. Into the cover, but is it enough? Stops the ref count before two.
She's still got a lot of stamina left. Stomp after stomp after stomp.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there. That can make an opening for her.
Picking up momentum. Two forearms, find the target, ducks out of the way, and an excellent Pele kick.
She's really starting to feel the effects of this match.
The competitor in Michin coming through here.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Running power slam.
And she heads out to the floor.
Obviously was in need of a breather.
And back into the ring she goes.
Oof. Forearm to the jaw. Kick right to the leg.
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. Ooh. Neither competitor is backing down. The fight is on, and it's furious. Oh.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Ooh. Ooh.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Oof.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. And now these two just pummeling the hell out of each other.
I thought they were going to keep that up all night. Look at this superstar go.
This is incredible.
Starting to pick up the pace.
Ouch! How are they still in this match?
She gets around the...
Forearm drops their opponent. And a second. Looking for something big here. Pele kick connects. And Valhalla is looking to the crowd for some support.
And she's making her way to the top rope here.
Up high.
Through the air. And connects. Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
She catches Valhalla with a counter.
My goodness. Barely keep up with all these strikes.
Oh, an overhead kick. Tossed back into the ring. Oh, my God.
Springboard moonsault. Wow. Michin trying to fire herself up. Oh.
right to the side of the face.
She's just taken so much damage to this point.
Yeah, she's in a lot more than rough shape here.
And she's looking intent on delivering something big here.
Launching!
It's a drop kick.
Woo! She has her down for the count.
3, no! She just won't stay down.
Michin
with defeat.
Does that put Michin out on top?
Cover! Michin got it done.
Here is your winner, Michin!
This has to be a difficult loss for Valhalla.
Don't get it twisted. Michin is the real deal, and this win should serve as a potent reminder of that.
Michin gets the win over Valhalla. What does that mean for Valhalla in a group? Will it mean something else? Will it mean she's still in it? I don't know. But she gets that loss. Not looking good for her in her movement up the ladder to fight for a championship in the past. Or in the future, excuse me. Alright, next up. Coming up, we have Apollo Crews. Well, actually, getting back to Michin. Michin and Valhalla were throwing good jabs at each other, good punches, good throws, and everything. And, yeah, so he was, they were both playing good. I thought Valhalla was honestly going to get the win at first, but she didn't. But anyways, going back to Apollo Crews and Cedric Alexander. Them two will be going at it for a little bit. Is it going to start a little war between them two? We'll find out. We don't know yet. We'll find out coming up next year on WWE Wednesday Night Glory. You guys let me know in chat. Who do you think will win? Will it be Apollo Crews or will it be Cedric Alexander? Let me know in the chat right now.
Apollo is on the rise.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Benue State, Nigeria, weighing in at 241 pounds, Apollo Crews!
I gotta tell you, the new focus of Apollo has really unlocked his full potential.
Yeah, Crews now looks unshakable and is fully focused on continued success.
Apollo Crews is an impressive competitor. He's held some big championships, too.
Apollo Crews has retooled himself. He's now rejuvenated and eager to compete.
He just has to push himself to the next level. Here comes Prime Alexander.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
A man with C4 in his hands, rocket launchers in his legs, a truly dynamic competitor.
He first turned heads as a cruiserweight, hit another gear in the Hurt Business, and now he's on the rise.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander is a very accomplished competitor and won't hesitate to go after anyone.
Cedric Alexander has proven he can compete at any level, in any type of match, against any superstar. So you better be ready.
Apollo Crews fights for his family, fights to provide, and tonight, he no doubt will be fighting to win.
One of the most impressive aspects of Cruz in the ring is his ability to adapt. Opponents might think they have him well scouted, but then he throws them for a curve.
Yeah, Saxton. Couple that with his unrelenting focus.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Trying to fight it. Anything to not give up.
It's a battle of wills now.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. Locks up.
Being overtaken here, driven into the corner.
Locking up with 1-0. Driving their legs, putting their opponent into a tight corner. Not looking good in this position.
Driven down face first.
Corey, what's the best strategy when facing off against a competitor like Cedric Alexander? And right into the pin. And he easily stops the ref's count.
He's not even close to being done yet.
Oh, ouch. Get this back into the ring now. And retaliates with a counter.
Jumping complete shot. Pin attempt, here it is.
And there's the kick out.
Keeping a loss at bay for now.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Just cranking the head.
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
This is the moment when you're desperate to find a counter.
Trying to find an...
Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
Earth-shaking power slam.
And he's got him in his sights. Got him right where he wants him.
Beautiful enziguri by Apollo.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing. Picture-perfect drop kick. Only running on instinct to keep fighting. Completely lost otherwise. DDT! Talk about devastation. That's why you simply can't count Cedric out. The skill level is more or less unmatched. Still gonna...
Setting them up for Fisherman's Buster.
Cedric with a game ender. Precision offense into the pin.
And Cedric Alexander gets the win.
Here is your winner, Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander basking in tonight's hard-fought win.
Tell all your friends the age of Alexander has returned.
Alexander gets the win, and it was a brutal fight. Back and forth battle. I thought it was epic. I thought Cedric Alexander was gonna lose at one point. Apollo Crews comes out of nowhere, but then Cedric Alexander gets the win, gets the 1, 2, 3, and calls it a night. So Cedric Alexander, good for you, moving yourself up in that reign for the Intercontinental Championship matchup in the future. Alright, coming up next, we have Ashley Diadonis versus Andrade coming up next. So let me know in the chat, who do you think will win? Will it be Ashley Diadonis or Andrade coming up next here on WWE 2K25 Wednesday Night Glory? I hope it's going to be Andrade. I like him a lot. He's just always been a good guy to me.
It is showtime for Ashanti, the Adonis.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 209 pounds, Ashanti, the Adonis.
I'm not going to lie, you got to love his unique style.
Well, he can't relate to you, Saxton. This dude knows what it's like on the streets. He's not a character. This is reality in and out of the ring.
Plenty of flashy moves in his arsenal.
Yeah, Ashanti's a guy who loves to flaunt his skills in the ring.
A third-generation luchador carrying on a proud tradition.
Andrade as intense and as determined as ever.
And his opponent from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds, Andrade!
Andrade is a superstar who possesses uncanny speed and ring awareness.
Because, Corey, this business is in his blood.
You're right about that, Cole. This is where he truly loves to be. A well-rounded competitor.
Yeah, Corey, when it comes to Andrade, it's really difficult to find a weakness.
Why Andrade is an incredibly tough opponent. Andrade loves to pay respect and honor his Lucha Libre heritage, but he's also supremely confident in himself.
There's the bell, and here we go with the always impressive Andrade.
And what a display of cool confidence he is. Andrade has such a deep arsenal at his disposal. He's able to adapt to any and every situation he faces. That's something that comes from his years of honing his craft all around the world.
Yeah, Byron, that's why nearly every match he has, he steals the show.
But we should really keep our eyes on Ashanti Adonis. He's certainly not lacking in confidence, but you can't let his personality distract from the fact that he's no slouch when it comes to his in-ring ability.
Well, he's going to have to prove that here, Saxton. What's the old saying? Don't talk about it, be about it. Ashanti could stand to keep that in mind tonight.
Ouch! Driving the knee into the back.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Just pounding a right to the face.
My God.
Lands the elbow.
Look at this, just unloading.
And a stomp to the gut.
A steady stream of moves taking out Andrade.
And Ashanti's skill is on display.
Collar and elbow.
Demonstrating power here, able to drive the opposition to the ropes.
Collar and elbow.
Shoved out of the way.
Caught with a punch.
He's looking a little battered now.
The competitor in Adonis coming through here.
Oh, face first. Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Look at this. Snap suplex. Corey, what's the game plan got to be against a superstar like Ashanti the Adonis? You know, someone who's definitely been called incessant a time or two by his peers.
Well, the best course of action is to just treat Ashanti like the nuisance that he is. Throw him around, stomp on him. Basically, from the top, elbow drop, good Lord. Got him right where he wants him.
He narrowly avoids the count. You have to think this battle is starting to weigh down. Kick right to the knee. This could be it here, guys. Racking him up. Look at this.
Yes, La Maestro, shoulders down. He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Oh, right to the face. Oh, no, he can be caught here. Bad spot for him. Outright presentation of power there.
Got this one locked in extra.
Nice escape.
Andrade is bleeding profusely now. Forearm to the kidney.
To the back.
Really working on the leg.
Very effective. That kind of focused attack on the leg could provide dividends. He's definitely been worn down a little.
Sure, bodies are aching here, but I don't think the towel's getting thrown in. Oh, this is going to hurt.
The Dominator. That might have done it. This could be it. 2 count. Wards off the pin at 2. How in the world did he kick out? Ashanti, the Adonis. Andrade with the reversal. He puts him into the corner. Looking to put this thing away. Moonsault! Great adjustment. 2. No, stops the count at 2. This is going to come down to who wants it more. Andrade with a... there's the samba. Ashanti won't come back from that. 2. It's over. Brutality finally comes to an end.
Here is your winner, Andrade!
Huge victory tonight for Andrade. Ashanti may have been feeling himself a little too much. He needs to get his head in the game here.
Maybe time for him to turn the swag down a bit and focus up.
So Andrade, covered in blood, halfway through the matchup, coming out strong on that one, getting the win. I honestly thought Andrade was going to lose that matchup. I honestly thought that when he got nailed and busted open. I'm like, that's it. It's over. He's going to lose. Nice try. And moving on. So he picked up the win. So Andrade, congratulations. I knew he was going to win it. And yeah, so moving on. Now we have next up, we have match number 6 coming on. We have Indy Hartwell versus Kiana James. And Hartwell has a little company coming to the ringside to help her out in her corner. So will Indy Hartwell have a little help, get that win here tonight, or will it be Kiana James? We'll find out coming up next here on Wednesday Night Glory.
Indy Hartwell is here, and she's got a huge chip on her shoulder, but plenty of skills, too.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Pretty cool fact here. Indy began her in-ring career at just 19 years old.
Or how about this, Michael? Indy Hartwell made her NXT and main roster debuts by the age of just 23.
I had my first match at 16. Where are my flowers? Why does no one talk about me? You guys are biased. The 1% of WWE, Kiana James.
And her opponent from Sioux City, Iowa, Kiana James.
Claims she's the 1%.
Well, clearly Kiana knows her worth. Much more than the unwashed masses in attendance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's letting them know that right now.
Kiana James gonna show she's as fierce as she is calculating.
If asked to sum up Indy Hartwell in one word, I think most people would go with an early pin attempt. And she kicks out right away.
She's trying to make it an early night. Well-delivered suplex.
Oh, man.
Both arms trapped, looking for something big here.
Chicken wing face buster. Using the elbow to escape the attack. Locking up. Getting out nicely to transition into a waistlock.
Slips out of the hold and applies a rear waistlock.
Oh, she's removing the turnbuckle pad.
Come on, this isn't right.
Boom. Taking control and locking in the head scissors.
Figure forehead scissor, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
This is the worst spot she can be in. And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap. And now a series of stomps and kicks.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
And I think we just saw a good answer to Hartwell's killer instinct right there.
Yeah, Kiana just ramped up her intensity.
Corey, I've got to ask, what's the strategy when you're going one-on-one with Indy Hartwell?
You've got to use Indy's size against her, Cole. Indy Hartwell's just shy of 6 feet tall, and she has long limbs. So twist those limbs up. Get her to flail and flop around. Do anything to turn that size advantage into a disadvantage.
Man.
Sit out!
Right into the cover.
She had a good pin attempt, but too close to the ropes there.
Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. Not a good spot to be in.
Powerbomb! That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. This is just establishing dominance, followed by the stomp.
A steady stream of moves taking out Kiana James.
Kiana needs to figure things out.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! Could she end it here?
No, early kick out. Yeah, she probably knew that cover wouldn't do it.
Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems. And she anticipated what was coming. Able to slip away. Back body drop. Oh, you see the height on that?
She counters it.
Indy Hartwell attacking the arm. Hammerlock DDT.
And it covered. Is it enough? And she breaks the count.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
They got their eyes locked on their opponent.
Forearm to the neck.
That could end Kiana's night.
2. Got a kick out. She's not done yet. It was almost all over for her.
It does not get much closer to 3 than that.
Is there still enough left to try that maneuver again? Or is her confidence shaken?
She sees her rising to her feet. This is her opportunity.
Springboard drop kick. Immediate cover after the impact. 2 count. She picked up the victory. Picked up the victory.
Here is your winner, Indy Hartwell.
Kiana James finds herself on the losing side of this match.
I know for sure this did not go to plan for Kiana James. It's a tough break.
Indy Hartwell gets that win, and it was a beautiful win. I honestly thought that Indy Hartwell at one point was going to lose to James, but Hartwell gets help with the little side, what do you want to call it? A little side kick, gets that win, and moves on to beat Kiana James, and it was a brutal matchup. Alright, coming up next, we have, for match number 7, we have Berto versus Luke Gallows. And if you know in the past, well, not really in the past, we're just starting out, but, you know, Luke Gallows is coming to fight Alright, so let's have Berto versus Luke Gallows coming up next here on WWE 2K25 Wednesday Night Glory. So let me know in the chat who you think will win. Will it be Berto? Coming up next here on Wednesday Night Glory.
The incredible Lucha Prodigy, Berto.
Carrying on a long and proud family legacy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Legado del Fantasma from Monterrey, Mexico. Weighing in at 198 pounds, Berto!
Destructive with his speed and accuracy.
And Berto also oozes confidence.
Well, he has returned to continue his legendary career.
Big man with big intentions.
Weighing in at 292 pounds, Luke Gallows.
He may be fun-loving outside of the ring, but he is all business in it.
And he has made that painfully obvious time after time. One of the best big men the WWE Universe has ever seen.
He's earned a ton of tag titles, looking to repeat the same success on his own.
A man of many names, Luke Gallows dead set on being mean and making green tonight. Few people have achieved the kind of success Gallows has in every corner of the world. The big man has long been a dominant force in the ring, whether he's riding solo or facing off in tag team competition.
For a man like Luke Gallows, the world is in his hands, and the future looks bright.
And Berto is also here, ready to fly around the ring as he always does.
Berto's so exciting to watch, and the height he gets when he goes airborne is unbelievable. We can see something truly amazing from him tonight, Corey.
Flipping the script with a headlock.
Makes the move to get out of the compromised position. Nasty right hand. Hits a guy into the floor.
Luke drawing a big reaction from the crowd. Man.
Tackle roundhouse.
Moonsault.
And into the collar and elbow.
Being pushed aside and forced into the corner.
Corey, I imagine a big man like Luke Gallows can't be an easy opponent to handle.
Yeah, Cole, Gallows can be overwhelming, but you can also use his size against him. Gallows is no speed demon, so turn up the tempo and you ultimately leave Gallows behind in the dust.
Just barely, but it counts. Gallows' aggression seemed to be quelled by that attack.
Eyes are squarely set on Luke here.
Super kick on the money.
Momentum is running away from Gallows.
And this is just what happens when you turn up the tempo against the big LG. Gallows can't keep up.
Agility like that is what can
Get in the cover here. Eye in the end.
manages to escape before the 3 count.
He got close there. It could be do or die time. Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not.
Power.
Counter on Berto pays off.
Luke finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. What impressive determination from both competitors. Keeping at each other no matter what.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
Devastating kick.
We've seen that look before. Gallows in position. What's Luke forming here? With a good brother slam. Will Gallows close this out?
2. Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Where in the world is he getting this from?
His beating heart will not be stopped.
The next big move might end this. The question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out?
Gallows with a devastating move.
This is it. He could put him away right here.
Wow, what a win that was. Luke Gallows with the victory.
Here is your winner, Luke Gallows.
A disheartening loss for Berto here.
Gallows putting his size and power to work in this win.
The very definition of just too sweet.
this one against Berto, and I thought Berto honestly was going to win that matchup at one point, but I guess not. So better luck next time, Berto. But you'll have a rematch in the future with Luke Gallows, because that was a great matchup. Alright, we have now a triple threat matchup versus Giovanni Vinci versus Omos versus Dragon Lee. And I hope you guys do enjoy this. If you are, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're going to go back to the beginning. So we had Maxine Dupree versus Natalya, and it was a brutal matchup. And that's going to be a rematch later on in the future. It could be on SmackDown, could be on Raw. It all really depends. And then Ivy Nile gets the win against Zelina Vega, which I thought Zelina Vega was going to win that one. Honestly, I thought, but she didn't. So better luck next time. But a championship match still in your future, because you are already high up there in the ranks. And then both competitors had their teammates coming out to assist them. But Mission beats Valhalla in a matchup that'll crown her a new spot in the reigning champs of the Women's Championship. We'll find out which one she wants to fight for in the future when she does, when her time comes. So if Valhalla loses, Mission gets the win. Then you had Apollo Crews versus Cedric Alexander, and Alexander gets the win, and it was a brutal matchup. And yeah, so at what they're gonna do a rematch later on in the future. And yeah, so Apollo Crews versus Cedric Alexander, and Alexander gets the win, pushing himself up towards the United States Championship. And that's the belt he really has been going for, had his eye on for the longest time. We'll see what's going to happen in his future. Will it be soon or will it be later on? We'll find out. And then you had the Adonis versus Andrade, and Andrade gets kicked in the face, busts open, bleeds everywhere, leaves a blood mark in the ring. I thought right there it was done and over with, but he comes out of nowhere, comes up strong, picks up the win over the Adonis, moving himself up in the ranking to fight for a championship in his choosing in the future. So ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Andrade. Give him a big welcome, a warm hand. You pick up the win with a bloody face. And then you just had Indy Hartwell versus Kiana James, with Indy Hartwell having a little friend in the corner to help her out. When it worked out because Indy Hartwell's little friend in the corner took off the turnbuckle pad, used that against Kiana James. No disqualification on that one because technically it's not a weapon. You're just exposing the turnbuckle. But Kiana James, don't worry. You haven't lost your spot yet in the rankings of a championship anytime soon. Indy Hartwell, you're still in the same spot too, but you pick up the win. Moving on. Next up, we had just what you saw. Berto versus Luke Gallows. And Berto, I honestly thought was going to come back and win this one. But he didn't. So now it's Luke Gallows who picks up the win, moving himself up maybe in a single division for a championship, or maybe will he get the tag team division busting open again. We'll find out coming up with him later on. Luke Gallows picks up the win and moves a brutal matchup. Maybe we see a rematch coming up in the future. Next up, we have Giovanni Vinci versus Omos versus Dragon Lee in a triple threat match. And don't forget, no disqualification in this one. Anything could happen. So who's going to win this one? You guys let me know. Will it be Dragon Lee? Will it be Vinci? Or will it be Omos? Coming up next here on WWE 2K25 Wednesday Night Raw.
Vinci.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from South Tyrol, Italy, weighing in at 220 pounds, Giovanni Vinci.
This is peak physical condition. Giovanni Vinci honed himself in the gym.
And Vinci loves to flaunt it. Thinks he's everything an in-ring talent should be.
Oh, it's hard to disagree. He's the ultimate mix of style and substance.
Vinci says he has a relentless drive. Time to prove it.
He'll prove it, and do it with style.
One of the tallest competitors in WWE history.
The personification of intimidation. The Colossus has arrived.
And his opponents, first, from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 416 pounds, the Nigerian Giant, Omos!
You are looking at a real-life monster in one hell of a bad mood.
Has stood across the ring from future Hall of Famers and decimated them.
And decimation is on the menu again tonight.
Towers over the entire locker room, both literally and figuratively.
Who in the world can take down this Colossus known as Omos? The Dragon has landed.
And the high-flying action is about to start.
And representing the LWO from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds,
Dragon Lee, one of the best new luchadors to hit the world of wrestling.
A main event talent in Mexico and Japan, he honors his heritage and blazes his own trail.
Yeah, since joining WWE, he's already made a name for himself, winning the NXT North American title and joining the LWO on the main roster.
Dragon Lee, truly on the rise, mentored by Rey Mysterio, and is now learning from the LWO.
Yeah, but despite the backup, he's more than comfortable fighting from underneath and can end a match in one move.
A classic triple threat match now underway. No telling how this is going to go.
Temporary alliances, sneak attacks, an all-out brawl. Place your bets now, gentlemen. Anything and everything is on the table. Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts. Nice scoop slam.
Drop kick on target. Gouge. Oh, God.
There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
Oh! Danger is constantly lurking in a no disqualifications match. Interference has to be a concern for these superstars.
While it certainly can be a factor, I don't think it should be a concern. The only thing you should be concerned about is getting the win.
Ah, punch to the gut.
Took the wind right out of you.
Oh, this may end it right here. Oh, no. Now that he has the kendo stick, I definitely do not want to be in his path of destruction. Dragon Lee fends that off. Brutal forearm. And Dragon is all business now.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And back in before the referees count. Gets slammed down. Oh! Boom!
Double axe handle finds the mark.
And here's the cover.
Getting the shoulder up before two.
A little closer to getting the pinfall there, but this is still anybody's fight.
Lee gets met with a response.
Oh my God, look at this. They're setting him up. Double suplex.
Dragon there meeting an obstacle to overcome.
Gets driven into the corner.
Boy, European uppercut.
Lands face first.
Chop block. Debilitating counter.
Oh. Right to the kidneys from behind.
Boom! Backdrop suplex.
On a high angle right across the shoulders.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Back of the neck getting worked over. Boom!
And Dragon is, hold on a second, he might be finding a submission hold here.
Here ups the hold. That was close.
Running Hurricane Rana. It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Back body drop. What elevation. Hurricane Rana.
Unbelievable athleticism.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Oh my God, what a move. Clothesline.
What impact.
And he goes for the pin. And he manages to kick out in one.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
Ooh. Loving blow to the chest.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
Looks like he's ready to knock things out of the park here. He's heading back to the ring.
Turns it around. He gets back in right before the count. He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now.
This is what happens in a triple threat match. Might be time to regroup and let the other two duke it out for a bit.
He can barely gain his footing, and he has no clue what's coming.
Both arms trapped into the crucifix, shoulders down.
Vicious right foot. Hoisted up.
Down hard from Omos. Omos got it. Can he end it?
Taking advantage of the opportunity. There's two.
He wins! He wins!
Here is your winner, the Nigerian Giant, Omos!
The WWE Universe showing appreciation as all three competitors after an amazing triple threat match.
To win a triple threat match, you need incredible skill, instincts, or luck. Dare I say, tonight's winner showed all three in victory.
Omos in this one. It was a very, very, very great win. Giovanni Vinci and Dragon Lee. I thought one of them were gonna win it, but they didn't. But anyway, Omos gets the win. That was a great matchup. And yeah, so Omos, congratulations to you. And yes, you've seen it. Moving on, you've seen it. We do have a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. We have the new members of Lyra Valkyria and Bayley versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair in a WWE Women's Championship, Women's Tag Team Championship. Let me know in the chat who you think is gonna win. I know who I think is gonna win, but I'm hoping the team I want to win is gonna win. We'll find out more tonight. Glory.
Women's Tag Team Championship on the line tonight in this tag team match, and we are starting things off with Lyra.
All right, here we go. Sorry about that, but here we go.
Guys, I cannot overstate the importance of this match here tonight.
Of course not, Michael. Anytime the tag titles are on the line, the match takes on a whole new level of importance.
Believe the hype. Jade Cargill has arrived.
A storm has arrived, and WWE will never be the same.
Jaw-dropping, show-stopping, Jade Cargill is the real deal.
A physical specimen you just can't help but pay attention to.
Every appearance she has goes viral, and every match she has becomes must-watch.
An athletic marvel about to impress once again.
And right here, right now, is Jade's time to shine. The EST of WWE. Bianca Belair, truly an inspirational superstar here in WWE.
Yeah, she's looked up to by fans all across the globe, as well as her peers in the locker room.
Oh, can you blame them, Byron? Bianca's a perfect example of hard work paying off.
Just astonishing pound-for-pound power from Belair.
Yeah, Bianca can match up with any opponent, no matter their size.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the challengers, Lyra Valkyria and Bayley Pretty Mean Sisters. And their opponents, the team of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
The WWE Women's Tag Titles has dramatically changed the women's division, and it will continue to do so tonight. Big opportunity here to claim the Women's Tag Team Championships in this tag team matchup. We'll see which team wants to win more with Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. And we'll see if they're prepared for tag team action as they go head-to-head with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
The champs are not going down without a fight, but the challengers really seem ready for the challenge tonight.
I think it's going to be a dugout brawl on another level because neither of these teams want to go home without the title. You really have to be confident in your athletic ability to pull off a standing moonsault like that. Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
What a double team.
Talk about being on the same page. They were on the same sentence with that fine piece of work. Ripped in the hard way.
It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that.
Tag made. Oh, and a kick. Right to the midsection.
The champions with some of their signature teamwork tilting the odds in their favor.
Series of strikes with major impact, all landing clean.
That's a tag.
Right in the breadbasket.
Those two are on such a cohesive rhythm out there.
It's like playing jazz, but using your opponent as the drum.
Oh, what a hip toss. Ah, jeez.
Leg drop. Oh, for the title.
And a shoulder in the air.
She's still in this one.
Oh, knees right to the lower back.
Driven down.
Right to the kidneys from behind. The champion looking slightly rocked now.
Yeah, Lyra taking the fight right to her. Carefully measured knee drop.
And now Valkyria looks in control.
And Cargill's looking for a solution.
Ooh! And a drop kick. Picture perfect.
Lyra Valkyria turning her attention to the WWE Universe now.
Beats the count. And that was a little too close for comfort.
Driven down in a fisherman buster.
Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope. Look at the hydraulic splash.
We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
My goodness. That's insulting. German suplex. And Bianca is failing to offer any resistance here.
Full focus from Lyra Valkyria.
Ooh, what a forearm club.
That'll cross some teeth.
She knew how to evade that. Went for the springboard and missed.
Oh, jarring uppercut.
Ooh, that's a kick that would leave you gasping for air.
Boot right to the throat. Pin to decide the championship. Shoulder up, shoulder up.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there.
lots of damage under the challenger now.
Yeah, holding strong for this long in a tag team match is commendable, but it might be time to tag out.
All right, we got it the first time. Let's get back to business. I don't get this. She's barely paying attention to her opponent. She's supposed to be competing in a match here.
And she tags in her partner.
Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this. No, someone called pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
She gets the shoulder up.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Intercepted by Jade.
A narrow escape.
Takedown. And now punches, rights.
Brutality.
For someone who claims not to care about the idiots in the crowd, Bayley's sure spending a lot of time trying to get a reaction out of them right now.
Got the tag.
And just in the nick of time. Drop kick to the back.
Never saw it coming. Elbow drop.
That competitive streak of Belair getting challenged there.
Bayley in full control here. Bayley planks.
Bayley is really displaying aggression here.
Bianca here in a disheartening position.
Oh. German suplex. Scaling the turnbuckle here. Look at the height.
Splash. The challenger comes up big.
Going for the cover. Oh, the save.
That might have been it.
In these superstars' bodies.
Yeah, the tank is being emptied tonight.
Got the cover. Looking to hang on to the title.
No! Title still hangs in the balance.
Obviously still has some fight left.
Just deadlifting right there. The power.
Into the power slam.
Big plans in mind for the EST.
She's got something in mind here. Up high.
You gotta be kidding me. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Leg slam. And now gets tossed into the ring. Pin attempt by the champion. And she breaks the count, saving her partner. Placing her in the corner. Tag made. What does this team have in store for here? Uh-oh. DDT!
Followed by a suplex.
That is how a true champion defends their title.
Looking for the pin.
And the champs retain.
Here are your winners, and still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the team of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
And a big-time victory for this tag team here tonight.
Perfect chemistry between these women. I see many more wins in the future for this pairing.
What a win. That was a brutal matchup. Brutal. That was a great matchup. Brutal fights. And, yeah, so Jade gets punched. Well, Jade gets a face full of the turnbuckle. Blood dripping from her head. She busts open. But she comes up on top. She and Bianca continue to be the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. That was one hell of a fight. But ladies and gentlemen, alrighty. There's going to be a rematch definitely for that championship later on in the future. Could be next week, Could be sometimes, could be on Friday Night SmackDown. Who knows? Could be tomorrow night. But ladies and gentlemen, who knows? I'm going to end this live stream here. If you liked this episode, please hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. This has been Nick96, and I am officially out. I will see you back here tomorrow night, same time. I'm out. See you guys later.